Hi, my name is Gabriel. I am a BMW genius here at United BMW in Alpharetta, Georgia, and today we're going to take a look at the climate control and the all-new iDrive 8. So the climate control has been greatly changed from the previous version, so no more buttons down here towards the console. You really only have two. You have your front defrost here for your front, and then you have the rear defrost right over here. But other than that, there's not much going on here in terms of your AC. You can control your vents through here. Select models are going to be slightly different. This is an i4. The X7 has a different sort of like air vent control system. But today, we're kind of taking a look at the climate control that's actually located in the iDrive itself. So the climate control for the most part is all going to be down here in the actual iDrive screen. If you look down towards the bottom, you can control your temperatures down here. It's kind of like a quick access to that. So you can either increase or decrease your temperature by using that. If you do click on climate control menu here, it'll take you straight to your climate control where you can choose your fan speed. You can choose to have heated seats. Your heated steering wheel is going to be on. In this one, we don't have the heated steering wheel option or anything like that, but you would see that kind of populate towards your left-hand side. For a heated steering wheel, if you had ventilated seats, you would also do that, but they still work the same. So you can take them down one level at a time by clicking here, or you can turn them off. Same goes for the passenger side as well. Your fan speed is located here, so you can either go down here and do that. You could increase it if you wanted to. You can even choose how you want the airflow to come out from down here. If you notice towards the top, we have our AC control modules right up there. So the very top, we can choose if we want AC on or off. We can also have our max AC. This will blow cold air as hard as it can at 60 degrees, so as cold as it can as well. I'd probably recommend doing that during the summertime, but definitely crack a window before you do that because it can still blow hot air at you at the very beginning. You can synchronize your option here. It'll synchronize the driver's side and the passenger side. The driver will control both sides if you have the synchronize option set on. If you look towards our left, we have these menu items located here. So right now we have all climate control functions. We can choose to take that off. That'll basically just turn off our AC for our entire climate control. The automatic program, it's trying to keep you at whatever temperature you set. So if you don't want auto, you could take that off. Now we can increase or decrease our fan speed. And then now we can also choose where specifically you want the airflow to come out from. So now right now it's blowing towards the top as like a defrost. And every time we change it, you'll see that the airflow kind of changes every time we click like this. So if we go back to automatic, it'll put us back in auto where it'll try to keep our sides at whatever temperature we set it at. Towards our left, we have our auto air recirculation option. This is basically just cycling either inside air or outside air. Right now it's doing both, so it's on automatic. So it's recirculating inside air, then pulling fresh air in from the outside every now and then. If we do fresh air only, it's only going to pull in fresh air and then filter it to whatever temperature you have it set. Under air recirculation, this will close the vents, so no outside air is going to come inside the car. So if you're behind a garbage truck, if you're passing by a factory, maybe there's a diesel truck in front of you, none of those toxic fumes are going to get inside your car. You shouldn't really smell anything either. Most of the time though, it's typically going to be set to automatic air recirculation. In our settings, we can dive a little bit deeper into our climate control. Right here, we can adjust the temperature for these two vents right here. So think of this as kind of like fine tuning your AC. You can either be warmed up or cool down to whatever temperature you have here. So think of it as like that. This is basically asking you, do you want to be cooled down and maintained here, or do you want to be warmed up and then maintained here if you wanted to do that? And some cars, you do have the option to control your second row of seats. You can go into here. If you look over here on the right, we can then choose the temperature on our right hand side for our rear seats. We can even choose the fan speed on some cars as well. We can deactivate it if we don't want any climate control back there. We can turn it off. You can lock it, so if you have any children and you don't want them messing around with all your controls back there, you can lock it if you want to as well. On some X7s, you also have the option to change the third row of seats. You'll find it in the exact same section by going back here into your settings and then go into your third row. You should see it pop up right down here. Our last option here is preconditioning. So in some cars, they are equipped with remote start, so you can have the car precondition itself for a specific time at a specific day. This is an all-electric car, so it still works the exact same way. You just won't have remote start. You would have to be plugged into a charger, or if you have enough battery, it'll still work. But on the right-hand side, we do have our calendars. We can set a one-off timer, or we can choose a regularly scheduled timer where you can choose our time and the specific day. So you have up to 3 timers that you can set, 4 technically if you count the one-off timer if you want. This will basically just precondition the cabin for whatever departure time you set it at. So if you ever leave work at a certain time, or if you go on lunch at a certain time, you can have the car precondition itself, turn on the AC so that the car is ready for when you go. That's a general kind of overview of the all new climate control systems and the iDrive 8. If you have any additional questions, please feel free to give us a call or stop on by.